Hey guys, how's it going? I am WWE Hall of Famer Lita, welcoming you to General Admission Wrestling.
Hello once again to the GAW faithful. My name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed World, United States, and Tag Team Champions of the world. Yes, you know my spiel. I say it continuously because it's very important that we not forget what Paul Heyman has meant to this great sport. But tonight is not about the humble advocate for personified greatness. Tonight is about the White Company, the collection of talent so beyond comprehension that no one believed it possible. You see, the White Company come out here to begin this show, not Ronda Rousey, who won the main event of Winterfest. It's because, as much as I respect Ronda Rousey does not command the level of intrigue and star power as the White Company. That is what you are looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. A group with so much star power, it's hard to put it all in words, even for the noted wordsmith, Paul Heyman. And make no mistake here, we can walk and chew gum at the same time, meaning we have our eyes on many different prizes. Possibly the Women's World Championship, possibly the Intercontinental Championship, possibly even the Academy Championship. Our fighters are already the best in the world, but how can this be proven? Very simply, through strength. We are also eyeing, of course, the record for World Championship defenses, as that is one record that reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar desperately wants. By my last count, Brock Lesnar's 7 defenses of his title since September is already halfway towards the all-time record. Brock Lesnar has not fought in a match in which his title was not on the line, because this is what prize fighters do, and Brock Lesnar is a prize fighter. People think being a fighter is just about training and fighting. It is not. Being a fighter is very much like being a mercenary. You hone your craft, fearlessly confronting every one of your opponents on the battlefield, make the money you need to support your family, and make sure that no one else can touch you when it comes to protecting what is yours. To that end, you will see Brock Lesnar in action once again tonight. Who will it be? Whoever has the guts to step up to the world champion. But I must also make this very clear. When you engage one member of the White Company, you engage all members of the White Company. We are in this for money, for legacy, for dominance, and for control, and we have each other's backs. So do not think for a moment that we will spare anyone who gets in our way. We have business that is more important than any of you could possibly know. Isn't it so like Ronda Rousey to come in here after the White Company has just made their intentions known, and Rousey comes in the exact same as she always has, just with the title belt around her waist. Folks, welcome to Friday Night Storm, and Merry Christmas Eve if you are celebrating. This is such a fantastic time. So thank you all so much if you've taken time out of your, I assume, very busy holiday season to watch us here on GAW. It means a whole lot to me. Whether you are taking time out of your season or not, check out our Spotify playlist. All the music from across GAW all in one place, including Rousey's entrance theme. Marina Shaffir drawing the short straw to go up against the new women's champion, Ronda Rousey, of course, defeating Dakota Kai in a steel cage in a career versus title match at Winterfest. So it's a little bit insulting, in my opinion, that Paul Heyman would come out here and take Ronda Rousey's spotlight. But the fact that Ronda Rousey is here in action, non-title action, right after undergoing one of the most brutal cage matches I have ever seen. I mean, this says a lot about Ronda Rousey. And it says a lot about Marina Shaffir that she would step in here against the baddest woman on the planet. You can hear how the fans react to Rousey. A fan favorite, no question about it, because of what she's done and also because of what she did to Dakota Kai. Rousey out of the corner with a beautiful DDT. Folks, once again, thank you all so much for spending your holiday season with us here on General Admission Wrestling, and also for helping us get to 100 subscribers here on GAW. It means a lot to us. So give yourself a little Christmas present and join our Discord. Link is down in the description, and you can get our first ever GAW t-shirts when they release. You can also get exclusive news, be part of exclusive polls, and be the first to see all of GAW's videos. Rousey enjoying her status as the fan favorite female wrestler in GAW right now, and now Rousey going right at the arm of Marina Shaffir. Shaffir, a former mixed martial artist, and a really good one at that. Obviously trains still with Shayna Baszler, so you can hear Baszler, the US champion, actually lending her entrance music to Marina Shaffir. Very interesting, but a close relationship between those two. Shaffir coming into this match 0-6. So still trying to get herself figured out. But as we've seen in the GAW Academy, it's all about reps. Shaffir certainly making the most of it. They say that better competition makes you better, and certainly there is no better competition than the women's world champion Ronda Rousey. You can see Shaffir working at a very, very deliberate pace against Rousey. It's a good idea, in my opinion, as Rousey sends her over the top. Nice shoulder drop, right hand caught and countered by Shaffir. And now Shaffir, beautiful leg pick into a knee bar. Rousey reaching out for the ropes, but Rousey catches Shaffir and rolls it over, and Rousey gets a few right hand shots in. Well done from the women's world champion, and now Rousey with a boot to the gut, and Rousey using Shaffir's training partner's own move. Rear naked choke is in from Ronda Rousey out of the suplex position. She tried to do the same thing to Dakota Kai. Didn't work. Shaffir rolls to her side, and Shaffir is going to break out of this. Rousey again tried that against Kai, and Kai was able to do the same thing. The scouting report is there, and Shaffir, obviously, she knows how to get out of a choke like that. But how much damage did it do to Shaffir long term? Obviously the parallels between Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar. Oh, Rousey, beautiful, pulls Shaffir down from the back, and Rousey with a high stack cover. That was well done from the Women's World Champion, who just gets better every day in the ring. The parallels are there between Rousey and Lesnar. Both of them were at one point the biggest stars in mixed martial arts, former UFC champions, former WWE champions, two of the biggest stars on the planet, and now both world champions here in GAW, both making history. Shaffir, right hand shot, and Shaffir drops the elbow on the throat of the women's world champion. Rousey right back to her feet, and now Rousey gets Shaffir up onto the shoulders. Samoan drop from Ronda Rousey. If you remember all the way back in season 1, that's how Rousey won the United States Championship. She beat Lita using that very move. Rousey's career in GAW already the stuff of legends, and now Rousey into the cover. Rousey hooks the leg, Shaffir kicks out. And now Rousey, of course, at Winterfest became the first woman in GAW history to be both world and United States champion. Shaffir able to shake Rousey off, and Rousey up off the shoulders. Shaffir really putting in a competitive match here with the Women's World Champion. Rousey introducing her to the top turnbuckle. But I think this is exactly what Ronda Rousey wanted out of this match. I think there's a reason that she scheduled someone like Marina Shaffir. And now Rousey, boot to the gut. Rousey gets her up, and Rousey once again into the rear naked choke. And this time Rousey really has it locked in deep. Shaffir trying to break that grip around the throat. Shaffir has toughed it out so far in this match, and Shaffir trying to do it again, and she does. Shaffir manages to break out of the rear naked choke. Rousey, beautiful catch of the right hand and a hip toss, and Shaffir, we may be nearing the end here. Rousey trying to break the guard, maybe do some dirty boxing. Shaffir, oh, Rousey a Frankensteiner. Shaffir has held on, but for how much longer is that going to be the case? Rousey once again trying to get inside the guard, and Shaffir doing her best up onto the shoulders. Rousey with a reverse DDT. A real back and forth affair here with the world champion. And now Rousey. Rousey once again suplex into the rear naked choke. The third time she's locked in the rear naked choke in this match. This has been the story here, and Shaffir, third time is the charm. Shaffir has to tap out. That was a hard-fought match, but it's exactly what Ronda Rousey would have wanted. You know that's why she scheduled Shaffir in this situation. Shaffir's last match on Storm came against Ronda Rousey as Rousey was preparing to take on Dakota Kai for the World Championship at Northern Lights. So it's all come full circle. Shaffir helped Rousey prepare for that. Now Rousey, the current world champion, has her first match against Marina Shaffir, and it's a really good one. Each one of these makes Ronda Rousey better, and Ronda Rousey gets better every single match. Folks, it has been made official. Brock Lesnar will defend the World Championship in the main event tonight here on Friday Night Storm, but we still don't know who is stepping in the ring with the dangerous World Champion. And of course, later on, we will announce the field for the GAW Classic. It's an amazing thing to be able to walk out into this incredible crowd holding the World Championship. It feels so much different than the US title, if I'm being honest. I knew from moment one that I wanted to fight again after I won the title. I just wanted to be out in front of the fans doing what I love. So to Paul Heyman or whoever else, I'm not going to back down. I'll say I haven't heard anything from Paul or anyone else other than congratulations, but we know what Paul Heyman's capable of. I just love being in the ring. I love pro wrestling, and I love holding the world title, and you can't intimidate me out of doing what I love. Well, certainly Ronda Rousey at this point, I think has already more than earned the respect of a world champion. Respect that Dakota Kai in a lot of ways didn't earn. I think she just sort of was entitled, and I don't mean to speak ill of Dakota Kai, the former world champion. I mean, she did a lot as world champion, so I don't mean to put her down necessarily for all of her accomplishments, but Ronda Rousey certainly looks to be in a different position right now, the 23rd GAW Women's World Champion, and I think she's earned a lot of respect. I was getting used to not seeing Shane Thorne and Nick Miller around very much, but I guess we'll have to kiss that goodbye. The official rumors are that Nick Miller is dealing with a torn labrum in his shoulder, so he will be accompanying Shane Thorne out here tonight against Rey Fenix. Thorne, as a singles wrestler, currently holds a 3-2-1 record. So Thorne actually pretty respectable as far as that goes. TMDK as a team hold a 5-4 record this season. They've become a much bigger part of Friday Night Storm than they have been before. Rey Fenix out here as a singles wrestler as well. An immediately basement dropkick countered by Shane Thorne. Fenix able to step around him. Into the turnbuckle goes Thorne. Folks, if you want to relive any of the moments that we have created together here on GAW, just check out our social media channels, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We have some great moments over our time in Season 2. You can relive them all over on social media, and I'd really appreciate a follow. Our team works hard on that, so thank you all so much. What an interesting matchup we got here. Both of these guys, tremendous athletes. Of course, Fenix may be the best pure athlete in the world right now. Shane Thorne, certainly underrated as far as athleticism goes. Of course, Thorne has Nick Miller in his corner as well to potentially help him out here. Shane Thorne's first singles match in Season 2 came against Rey Fenix, so this is a revisit for these two. Obviously, they're constantly in different positions, and TMDK has been in all kinds of different positions this season, whether it's fighting the Usos for the Tag Team Championship, springboard moonsault from Rey Fenix, or if it's fighting War Machine, if it's helping Flyboy become Academy Champion. Shane Thorne and Nick Miller have been all over General Admission Wrestling this season. A very pointed change from what Thorne and Miller did in Season 1. Thorne going in for a belly-to-belly, and Fenix boxes the ears, sidesteps the right hand from Thorne. We're really seeing such a great sense of how good Rey Fenix is, how athletic he is. And now Fenix up onto the top. Fenix with a thrust kick to the temple, right on the top rope, and now Fenix into the cover, and it looks like Nick Miller got the referee's attention. Referee not there to make the count. Rey Fenix got to be disappointed right now. He thought, surely believed that he was going to win this match with that. Shane Thorne able to fight his way off the top rope. Fenix pull back into the Frankensteiner. I gotta say, early on, there's no doubt Rey Fenix has been the better wrestler in this match. But Thorne, again, that X factor. Nick Miller. Fenix with a Gamagiri as he ducks underneath the ropes, and now Fenix might be looking to work offensively. Really trying to work over Shane Thorne in this corner. Goes low again, and this time Thorne was ready for him. Plants a knee right into the ribs, and now Thorne! Clothesline from down under. Shane Thorne lays it in, and now Thorne hooks the leg, and Shane Thorne, with the help, with the big assist from Nick Miller, Thorne collects a big-time victory. Fenix was in control up until that point. That was the moment right there. Perched himself up on the top rope, thrust kick, and you can see Nick Miller immediately knows what's going on and diverts the referee's attention. And now here's Shane Thorne after a vicious knee to the ribs of Rey Fenix. Thorne turns him around, clothesline from down under, and Shane Thorne might be looking at a singles career while Nick Miller gets healed. And right now, it certainly looks promising. I'll tell you what else looks promising. The GAW Classic for this year. The Classic is back. In the history of this tournament, we have seen some of the best matches, and we have seen future world champions come out of this tournament. So who is the field this year? We will announce 3 names from each group, and we'll begin with Group A. Shelton Benjamin, Cody Rhodes, and Drew McIntyre will be joined by a 4th that we will reveal sometime very soon. On the other side, Group B, Jay White, Matt Riddle, and Pac, and they will also be joined by a mystery entrant that we will also reveal soon. Of course, each wrestler will get 1 match against each other member of the group. The 2 winners by record will fight for the GAW Classic Championship and a chance at World Champion Brock Lesnar at Nitro 11. Aleister Black was our last winner. He went on to defeat Kenny Omega at Nitro 10 and become World Champion. So someone's destiny might be awaiting for them in the GAW Classic. But let's get now to our main event. Maybe Lesnar won't even be able to make it to Nitro. Let's find out. Folks, he's back. Former Intercontinental Champion Will Ospreay is the one to take on Brock Lesnar. We have not seen Ospreay for some time. One of the most influential men in the history of general admission wrestling, and I do not say that lightly, but you are looking at one of the greatest cruiserweight champions in the history of this company, and then the man who unified the cruiserweight title with the Intercontinental Championship. He is the reason we no longer have a cruiserweight championship, and now here he is going after the GAW Triple Crown. Ospreay was second among all GAW wrestlers in Season 1 with 18 wins. His 18-3 record made him one of the most successful wrestlers in the company. And then, of course, he was both a cruiserweight and Intercontinental Champion during Season 1. Brock Lesnar, of course, you've heard from Paul Heyman. He has his eyes on the World Championship defense record, which sits at 14, the record set by Booker T back in 2007. If you want to take a look at the championship histories, see that record, see how Booker T got there, or see Will Ospreay's incredible cruiserweight career, just head on over to the website generaladmissionwrestling.com, and while you're there, catch up on any GAW programming you've missed as we are on the road to Nitro 11 coming in just a couple months. All of that and more over at generaladmissionwrestling.com. Will Ospreay is a brave man to head in here against Brock Lesnar with the World Championship on the line. No one has been able to defeat the Beast. Will Ospreay be the first? Lesnar looking intimidating as ever, going up against the aerial assassin. I said Rey Fenix might be the most athletic man in the world. I think Will Ospreay might have him beat, and certainly Ospreay is as successful as anyone in the history of GAW. Ospreay with a thrust kick really launched into that one, only brought Lesnar to a knee. Ospreay is a 4-time cruiserweight champion, of course, most recently came in Season 1, and Lesnar lays him out with a lariat. Ospreay kicks out. Ospreay, across his cruiserweight career, spent over 2 years as champion, logged 15 defenses of the championship. His first title win came back in 2013 at Sea Demon, where he defeated the legendary Rey Mysterio, and of course, the rest is history for Ospreay's career in GAW. Ospreay, look at the strength. We talked about it all the time in Season 1. You probably got tired of hearing it. Ospreay put on a lot of muscle, put on a lot of bulk in order to start competing with the biggest men in GAW, and he's certainly done that. His Intercontinental Championship reign featured defenses against men like Hanson of War Machine and Keith Lee. Folks, 2022 is coming, so if you're into video games like we are, get your fix of new gaming content over on our newest channel, CFC. We got a video coming out soon, the 10 most intriguing games of 2022. So keep an eye out for that. Go subscribe over at CFC. Help us grow. You will not regret it. This is a completely different matchup than any Brock Lesnar has seen so far in his World Championship reign. Lesnar with a big boot and a clubbing blow across the back. Lesnar has taken on big guys like Damian Martinez. He's taken on strikers like Aleister Black, technicians like Cody Rhodes. He's not taken on an athlete quite like Will Ospreay yet. Ospreay with a beautiful drop toe hold up onto the shoulders. Ospreay with a Frankensteiner. And Will Ospreay, look, I love that he's trying to get the fans on his side. He needs to. Brock Lesnar, I wouldn't call him a fan favorite, but he certainly is going to get a reaction. So Ospreay trying to get those fans on his side, but I think he should have taken advantage of Brock Lesnar being down when he had the chance. Ospreay turns away a big strike from Lesnar up onto the shoulders. Ospreay TKO on the world champion. Talk about the strength of Will Ospreay, and now Ospreay, look at this Chaos Project from Will Ospreay. We saw him beat Zack Sabre Jr. in a submission match with the Chaos Project, but Lesnar flips out of it, and Lesnar just lays a boot into the back. The world champ not happy that he got caught into that submission, and now Lesnar might be getting into another gear. Ospreay stopping it with a head scissor, and Lesnar needs to get out of the ring, try to get away from the attack. Ospreay follows up. Heyman out of the way as the referee, keeping a close eye on Paul Heyman here as he should, but Ospreay with a vertical suplex on the outside. Will Ospreay is as good as they come, and he's got his opportunity now to win the GAW Triple Crown and join a select few men that have ever done that. Lesnar gets him up onto the shoulders. Lesnar thinking power bomb. Oh my God. Lesnar gets him up again. Power bomb number 2. Lesnar power bomb number 3 on the former Intercontinental Champion. And now Lesnar, he's got a submission of his own. A Brock lock for Will Ospreay. And Ospreay, I think his foot clipped the ropes. The referee forced Lesnar to break it, but now Lesnar, he's turning up the pace on Ospreay. Lesnar gets him up. F5. Lesnar hooks the leg. Brock Lesnar retains the World Championship. But boy, was he pushed here by Will Ospreay. My God. Very few people can do something like that to Brock Lesnar, but Ospreay had him in the Chaos Project. Unbelievable. Here's another look. Lesnar forced his way out of it. Lesnar, 3 power bombs, a Brock lock, and an F5. Look at this. Oh my God, look in the ring. Look in the ring. Derek Cole. Derek Cole is here. Lesnar has rolled out, but Derek Cole from the GAW Academy is assaulting Will Ospreay. Heisman kick from Cole, and Will Ospreay is down, beaten after a match with Brock Lesnar. Lesnar and Heyman want nothing to do with this, and now look at this. Marco Diaz enters the ring as well. The 2 men of the Las Vegas connection going at it with Ospreay, leaving him laying in the middle of this ring. Derek Cole promised something like this at Winterfest. He refused to talk about it on Storm Chaser, and now here he is. This is unbelievable, folks. I have never seen anything quite like this, but Derek Cole and Marco Diaz standing tall over Will Ospreay. This, I mean, I have never seen anything like this, folks. Subscribe right here on GAW. I don't think you're going to want to miss Storm Chaser.